friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda and I make videos about feminine fashion, beauty and more. And today I am trying some new to me makeup by Flower Nose Cosmetics. So I'm going to try an eyeshadow palette, a blush and a lipstick by Flower Nose Cosmetics. And the palette that I'm trying today is this one right here. So this is called the Flower Nose Swan Ballet series 6 color makeup palette 01 White Swan, and I will insert swatches here properly, but this is what the palette basically looks like. And we have this kind of mirror here, but it has this protective cover still. But these are the eyeshadows. So I'm going to be testing this one, and when I swatched this, the eyeshadows felt super creamy, so I'm really looking forward to testing this out. Then I'm also going to test this blush, and this is called also the Swan Ballet series embossed blush, and this is color 02 Romanticism, and here's what it looks like. And again, it has a mirror, but I'm still keeping this protective cover there. Beautiful embossing if it focuses on this one rather than my face. Super beautiful. So I'll be testing this one out. And then I have 3 of these lipsticks, and I will also insert swatches of these, and I think I will wear one of these today as well. So I have a lipstick. This white one is called, well, white packaging is called Starry, I'm not sure, Goss, I'm not sure. And this one is number 5, called Share, if I'm reading it correctly. And this one is 04 Cupid. So I will insert swatches of these as well and try one of these out today. So without further ado, let's try this Flower Nose Cosmetics. So I have already done my base makeup, and so let's just jump right in with the eyeshadows. And there's a couple of options I could do. However, I think I want to try this silver one today, like this silver sparkling shade, because it just somehow stunned me. It looks so gorgeous, so something that goes with that. So I think I'm going to start with this, the lightest pink shade here, and I'm going to apply it. I think I'm going to apply it like all the way, like to my crease, with a kind of big fluffy brush. So let's start with that one. So the lightest pink shade here. And of course I need to show and use this beautiful Swan Ballet mirror, so super beautiful. And yeah, so of course I'm gonna use it for the sake of this video, and it is a really good quality mirror and absolutely stunning details. So going in with the pink shade, and I'm just putting it all the way kind of here to my crease. I'm bringing it up to kind of quite close to my kind of brow bone here. And this pink shade is quite, well, it is pink on my skin tone. I have quite a fair skin, so it looks quite natural. It seems to be blending out quite nicely. So, and I was kind of thinking about that when I swatched the shadows. They felt super kind of soft and creamy, and like they won't be having a lot of like fallout because they're not that powdery. So that's really kind of makes it easier to blend, and yeah, just to use if it's a little bit more creamier instead of being super powdery. So that looks quite like light and natural on my skin, so I think it's just going to be a base and a little bit of a transition shade. And now I'm going to go in and deepen this up. So I'm taking a slightly more concentrated kind of fluffy brush, and next I think I'm going to deepen the crease with this shade here, so this a little bit darker pink. So I'm keeping this in the crease area and on the outer corner of my lid, maybe bringing it in like maybe 1/3 of my eyelid, and then I'm going to keep it here in the crease as well, but I'm not bringing it as high up as the previous one. And next I'm taking again this same bigger fluffy brush that I used with the lightest pink shade, and I'm just going to kind of use this as it is and just blend this a little bit darker pink just a little bit here, so there's no harsh lines, but I feel like it blended really beautifully most part, because it is so nice and creamy. Definitely super nice quality. Okay, so now we have deepened a little bit the crease. Next I think I'm going to go in with the darkest brown shade and with a little bit smaller brush again, and I'm just going to deepen the outer corner a little bit. So I'm just keeping this right there in the outer corner, and we do have some fallout here, so just be aware of that. Maybe I just kind of took a little bit too much of this product. So next I'm taking a tiny brush like this, and I'm going to add something to the lower lash line. So I think I'm going to apply first like this pink shade to the lower lash line, and I'm taking this in like maybe 2/3 until about the mid part of my eye. And finally I'm going to add a little bit of the darkest brown to the lower lash line, just to the outer corner, and I think I'm going to take this same brush that I used before, which is quite pointed and kind of small as well. So I'm just taking a very little bit of this darker brown and putting it right here, maybe 1/3 of my under eye. So this is what we have right now. And next I think I'm gonna go in with this sparkling shade. So this is the lighter one of the two kind of shimmers, so I'm going to try this more silvery one. And I'm just taking my finger. I love to apply shimmers with fingers. I feel like it just applies the best. So there I have some of it. Looks so pretty. And yes, I'm just going to dab it with my finger to the middle of my lid. And that is just absolutely stunning. Super sparkly, absolutely gorgeous glittery eyeshadow. And this has some, yeah, it is super glittery, it is super pigmented, as you can see, which is a huge plus for an eyeshadow to be pigmented and for the glitter to really shine. That's beautiful. So yeah, you might have some kind of glitter specks falling out, so if you want, you could of course use a little bit of glitter glue on your eyelids before you apply this. I didn't, I just want to see how it works just as it is. So now that I applied the kind of shimmer, I think I'm going to just a little bit re-intensify with the outer corners with the darkest brown shade and the same brush I used before. And next for the eyes, I'm also going to test out this Flower Nose gel or like liquid eyeliner, and this is in a brown shade. This works really well, I have to say, and I love that the tip is super tiny. I freaking love that. So you can do a really like thin liner, or you can of course build it up. So next I'm doing mascara and then moving to the blush. So I am currently loving this Maybelline New York Lash Sensational in waterproof formula. So I always wear waterproof mascara because it really holds the curl in the lashes super good. So here's the finished eye look. But yeah, absolutely beautiful eyeshadows, I have to say. Absolutely stunning palette, I highly recommend it. Anyways, let's move on and add my face or finish my face. So I want to use this this blush, but anyways, let's first do the contour. And for contour I'm just using my Hoola light. So now I have done my contour quickly and I want to go in with this blush. So this is in shade 02 Romanticism, and this is quite maybe a little bit dusty pink shade. So let's see how this performs. So now I have the blush on, and I have to say it's quite hard to see with the camera. So this is definitely maybe, I don't know, it's just so light, you know. I'm not sure if it's about the pigment, if it's like not that pigmented, or if it's just that light. Definitely it just gives very subtle, super subtle color, so I can only kind of see it when I look it in the mirror, but I can't really tell if it's visible in this camera. So I would recommend this only if you have kind of super fair skin. So if you are super fair, I think this will give quite kind of soft, natural blush to your cheeks. But of course, if you really love the packaging and stuff like this, I believe this comes in a couple of shades, so you can find something a bit more colorful as well. Okay, so let's move on with the lipsticks. So I have 3 shades here and I will insert the swatches. So basically I have 3 shades here. One of them is quite a kind of nice light kind of pinky beige, but maybe a little bit more pinky, and this one is called 04 Cupid. So this is the first one in the swatches. The second one is this one, which is clearly more like beige color, like nude, and this is number 1. And then the third one is a bit more colorful, so this is a bit more pink shade, and this is 05. So I think I want to go with the one I showed first, so 04 Cupid, because I want to have a little bit like a pink shade, but yeah, nothing too crazy. Wow, I really like this. So this feels super buttery and soft when applying. It is not completely matte, but it's quite matte, I would say. Has maybe just a little bit of sheen on it once you apply, and looks super natural. I think this is like exactly like when you want a natural lip, but just with a hint of kind of pink shade. So perfect for like every day. So here's my final thoughts of this Flower Nose Cosmetics, and yeah, so I absolutely love this eyeshadow palette. Just the shimmers just blows my mind away. They're absolutely really great quality. The shadows require a little bit of blending, but if you have good well working brushes, they are soft and creamy when swatched, and beautiful kind of natural shades that have some like pink tones, so definitely a little bit kind of fall into the pink side, but then of course you have this kind of beige here that I didn't have the chance to try today, but you could do a bit more like champagne look with those and with the brown, or you could go a little bit more pink as I did today. So very nice palette and perfect from day to night, like, and just compact size to take with you to your purse or traveling. You could do a look from day to night if you like to wear natural look, natural eyes, and then add some sparkles for the evening. Perfect palette for that. And once again, I just think that beautiful packaging like this has great value, because definitely part of me wanted to purchase this. So once I've used the product, I really want to save this for decoration. It just looks so pretty. And well, the blush, I think the packaging is gorgeous. I think this shade might have been too light for me, or somehow it didn't seem that pigmented, so only for super fair skin this shade, because I don't think it's gonna show up that well otherwise. But of course I'm going to keep wearing this, maybe when it's the winter time and I want something a bit more like, or when I'm like super fair. And I think the lipsticks are really nice. They seem like super buttery, soft, has a beautiful color for kind of natural look to match with any eyeshadow really. The packaging is just gorgeous, super decorative. So again, just something you could use or save after you have used the product, or if you want to save this bottle, you could kind of transfer another lipstick to this once you have used this up. So again, just beautiful value as decoration as well. And of course the mirror is great, so I just love this. So this is really fun that Flower Nose has these different types of mirrors that go with their releases, so definitely check them out. And with my experience, I would recommend these eyeshadows, and I would recommend the lip products, and maybe the blushes. I only have this one to test so far, so I'm not too sure. Maybe I will try more in the future. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and doing a makeup look today. And yeah, if you want to see me do a makeup look with this pink palette, just give this video a like or comment down below. Definitely keep your eyes peeled, because I am posting swatches of this in my YouTube shorts, so that is coming up. And yeah, just let me know what you thought about these products, and I'll see you soon in my next beauty and fashion related video. So until then, bye bye.